Hello, Nathan here, back for another video. As I mentioned, if you've already listened to this week's podcast, I mentioned that there would be a special YouTube video discussing some big news. And as you know by now, it's already out there, already public. This video is coming out after the big announcement that Wrexham has sold its stadium naming rights. So it has sold its stadium naming rights to a sponsor for the first time in the club's 158-year history. So it is the Stoke Racecourse. Stoke, from what we know, spelled S-T-O-K, is a US cold brew company. Currently not available in the UK, but it is one of the fastest growing companies in the US, and I know both Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney are very excited. So look, it is the Stoke Racecourse, or the Stoke Cae Ras, heading into next season. It was one of those topics that had been debated previously with the fan advisory group, the fan advisory board. I know a couple of members on that board. We've seen the minutes. They're publicly accessible. You can access those minutes where it was discussed about what was the feeling around stadium name change. And while it is, for some people that they'll never be happy with that, the unanimous verdict was that, look, if you can keep Racecourse in there, if you can keep Cae Ras in there, then there is no issue. So they've stuck by that. The club have stuck by that. It's still got Racecourse in there. It's still got Cae Ras in there. But Stoke Cold Brew, they are the new stadium sponsor. I'm just going to read you a couple of the comments from the chairman then. So Ryan Reynolds put, "We wanted a stadium sponsor that captured the vitality and energy of Wrexham Association Football Club, while also, like Welsh, being a bit of a learning experience to say Stoke Cold Brew beer, which fit the bill perfectly. We're incredibly excited and a little over caffeinated." It is an interesting one. What else have we got here then? So from the Stoke perspective, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Wrexham has got increased global exposure. The documentary we're awaiting season 2 of Welcome to Wrexham. Already an award-winning documentary, now also up for an NCA. But it is going to be something to get used to. I'm sure supporters will still refer to it as the Racecourse or the Cae Ras or whatever they particularly call it. But from a branding perspective, from a media perspective, it will now be known as the Stoke Racecourse or the Stoke Cae Ras, and it is a change. This is something that's been, I think, a long time coming, particularly since the takeover. But realistically, in most fans' lifetime, we've had the Glyndor University Stadium. For a while, it was known as My Racecourse, or other times it's just been the Racecourse Ground, and Wrexham have played there in their entire existence since 1864, when the club was founded in the Turf. Now the famous Turf pub, the Turf Hotel. So that is the big news. A new stadium sponsorship. As you can imagine, they are very excited at the club, and they are also very excited because cold brew is one of the, it's a market that's worth millions and millions and millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars now in the US. What else have we got on here? And so Stoke and Wrexham have plans brewing, they say, to extend the partnership beyond the Racecourse Ground, beyond the Cae Ras. And in the States, Stoke will be sponsor of the highly anticipated Wrexham AFC American Tour, which is the first time the first team squad are going to the US. Well, we've got games against Chelsea in North Carolina. We've got a game against LA Galaxy DOS, the second team of LA Galaxy in LA. There is a third game against a youthful Manchester United team in San Diego, and there is a fourth mystery game still to be announced. So, what do you think? There's only a very, very short video. What do you think about the stadium name change? Do you like it? Were you expecting it to come this early in the process? Were you expecting a different brand? What do you make of it? I'm very interested to know all your thoughts. And who knows? If you're a big fan of cold brew, then I'm sure that you'll be able to get some, particularly on the US tour. I'm sure there'll be opportunities to get it there. It's currently not available for sale in the UK, from what I can see on their store finder on the website. But no doubt that with this partnership with Wrexham, I'm sure Cold Brew, Stoke Cold Brew even, will be itching to expand their reach and deliver some to the Cae Ras. So we shall see what next season brings, whether it brings cold brew en route to another promotion. And if you haven't already, go and watch the club's own official video, which is out on Ryan Reynolds' channel, I think, and across all socials. Very, very funny, and it's very good fun to see all the lads smashing a lot of the mugs and cutlery and all that kind of good stuff, and Mark Howard making a save. So if you haven't watched that, go watch that. But let me know in the comments and give it a like. And if you haven't already, go back and watch our last video with Ryan and Rob. I'm forgetting already. Ryan and Rob, they were great. Lots of people, over 40,000 have watched that. So thank you so much for supporting that. And we will try and bring you some more content as the kind of season rolls on. But stadium name change, that is the big news. So far, partner updates. Blake Lively's Betty Buzz, they are sponsoring the training gear, and they are sponsoring the suite where the chairmen sit when they come to the games at the racecourse, and it is now the official Stoke Racecourse, the Stoke Cae Ras. So let me know what you think.